All right, welcome everybody to our virtual girls' night out. I do think it's girls only right now. This is kind of crazy. Thank you for being on live with us. Hello to those who might be watching the recording right now. All right, so we are dedicating the next 30 minutes to you. Okay, I feel like, as women, we just tend to put ourselves last, and it really shouldn't be that way. Sometimes it is, and that's fine, and that's like great. That's totally fine, but can we just maybe throw out there that putting yourself first and taking maybe like a little bit of time for yourself doesn't have to be like complicated or hard or like a big ordeal. So maybe it's just like taking an extra few minutes to brew some tea or to put on your oils in the morning and the night, or when you need a timeout in the afternoon, to put on some lotion, to give yourself a mini facial, take a bath, etc. Right? So we hope tonight that we're going to keep it simple. We're going to give you some fresh ideas for simple, easy ways that you can like slip some self-care into your routine. If nothing else, I'm sure that you'll have some laughs tonight, and maybe that will just fill your tank enough to make it all worth it, okay? And hopefully you can just set your responsibilities aside, and whatever's waiting for you after you hop off this call, just set it aside for right now. Be here with us these 30 minutes. We'll do our raffles at the end, and we'll have fun together. I would encourage you to take notes as we go. Put your questions in the chat box, and we'll do our best to get those answered in there. All right, so let's get started. Melissa, why don't you take it away?
I'm so excited. Guys, I feel like women have a love affair with candles. And to be honest, they're soothing. People think of them as healing. They're used by therapists or massage therapists, right? They create like this peaceful ambiance. And to be honest, also sometimes just the sheer act of lighting a candle, that flicker and the glow, is like easing and soothing to the mind. But the downside is that burning scented candles can release volatile organic compounds like formaldehyde into the air, and everyone in the room is affected by that, including babies and your pets. So you've heard us talk so many times, you must just be like, oh, Amy and Melissa, you're like talking heads about replacing your candles with diffusers. And some of us have actually like removed plugins from places of businesses when business owners weren't looking. Those people shall not be named. And again, think about it. Filling your diffuser can also ease and soothe the mind. You can make it soothing and nice, and part of that relaxing ritual. And plus, you get to use your doTERRA essential oils. They're pure, they're potent. So not only the act of filling your diffuser affects your mind and mood, but the oils themselves can safely elevate your mood, calm your frazzled day, or even sharpen concentration without scary side effects. So many of you have said that you miss having lit candles. I wanted to present to you today what happens when candle meets diffuser, the Zoe diffuser. Now, I'm going to try to do this without, I don't know, let me turn up all my lights.
Okay,
Hey,
isn't it
Bob,
the
can you
Zoe?
hit the light? I don't know if you, well, if it was Zoe, it would have 2 dots over it. Hello, Swiss. Okay, here, Bad Bob, help me. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? How
You
cool
can
is that?
totally see it.
It is really, really cool. I've had this on all afternoon. So if this is what the description says, made by Stadler Form, which is a Swiss company. This diffuser is made to glow like a candle. It creates an oasis of well-being to suit any taste using your favorite essential oils. It has an amber light that can be dimmed or completely switched off, and it says for your bedroom, which totally cracked me up. I figured I'd embarrass Amy by saying that. It has a USB connection for use on the go. I actually have mine plugged into my computer right now, or an adapter for home use. So it cost me $45, guys. I had a coupon, $6 for shipping, delivered right to my door. Like I said, mine arrived this afternoon. I set it up, turned it on with Harvest Spice, my go-to. And let me turn this back on. And when Bad Bob walked in after work today, he noticed and he was like, what is that really cool diffuser? He said, it looks just like a candle. So I had knocked around if it was going to be a giveaway for tonight, but I just got it and I don't think I can part with it. So watch for it as a diffuser in the next 6 months. Sorry to tease, but this is going to be kind of fun to have around. Amy posted about it in Fierce Oilers about a month ago, so be sure to look for that post where the info is on how to buy it.
Water and oils in there was the question.
Yes.
And can you put the coupon code? Maybe we can post that for people.
Yeah, I mean, it's been going for hours and hours and it's barely out of water. It's amazing.
Oh, I love it. All right, Em, you're up next.
Okay, first off, I just love that whole reading of the description and then that you immediately broke it after you finished talking about it. So that's definitely broken. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the mud mask. So this is something really simple. It's a natural clay mask with myrrh, juniper berry, and grapefruit. When I say simple, I mean like simple to introduce into your routine is what I mean by that. It purifies the skin, reduces the appearance of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. So the ingredients in there, the oils in the mud mask are known for their cleansing properties, soothing the skin. Malachite extract is rich in copper and it's helpful for detox, provides detox benefits. Lentil seed extract helps with reducing pores. Natural earth clay is rich in minerals. So all of those good things is really going to help clean and soothe your skin. So interestingly enough, you should use the mask before you wash your face. So you can put it on a dry or a damp face, let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse it off. It will leave your skin feeling really soft and smooth the next day, like right after you do it, and then the next day is so nice. So a note about this, if you use the mud mask and your skin feels warm or a little bit like red or splotchy after you put it on, or after you take it off, that is totally okay. It's totally normal. So what it's doing is it's bringing blood flow to your skin, which may make your skin look a little bit red. So a couple options, you can do it at night before bed, or you can do it in the morning, and then if you apply a toner right after, that will help with the redness, so that goes away pretty quickly. The first time I did it, my face felt warm, and I was like, did I do it wrong? Am I doing something wrong? But it's totally normal. And a tip with this, if you put it in your armpits, it really helps, especially if you're transitioning to a natural deodorant, which a lot of people did during quarantine. It was like, well, now's the time. No one's around me. This is really helpful. Doing this periodically, putting it under your armpits and then rinsing it off is going to help with pulling those toxins out and make you less stinky. So we love the mud mask. It's a really nice thing. It's only $14.50 wholesale with your account, so it makes a really great gift. Super sweet little thing. So love the mud mask.
Thanks. All right, Jerry, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to talk about dry brushing with essential oils. So this is my dry brush. I got it quite a long time ago, and I use it here and there, but I'll tell you, after doing research for dry brushing with essential oils tonight, I've got to use this every day. So why would you want to dry brush? Well, what the top benefits are is that it removes dead skin for a fresh glow, although I don't use this one on my face. I have a smaller one. Stimulates your lymphatic system, rejuvenates your nervous system, accelerates toxin elimination, improves your circulation, exfoliates and invigorates your skin, and it helps to smooth cellulite. So why wouldn't we want to dry brush, right? Okay, so how you would do it with essential oils is I made up this roller. So this is my giveaway for tonight with Slim and Sassy, but in a minute I'll just go over some other oils you can use. So you'd really want to dilute it first and just put it right on the dry brush, a couple drops. I diluted this with fractionated coconut oil. And you want to choose a brush that's got natural fibers. So you put a couple drops or the diluted right on the brush, and you would start on your collarbone in a circular motion like this. And then what you would do after that is the armpits. So segueing from Emily's with using the mud mask, but on the armpits, you would just do circular motion 7 clockwise and 7 counterclockwise each armpit. And then you would start with by your feet and circular motion up towards your heart. So you're always starting with your outer extremity and circular motion coming towards or underneath towards your armpit, each arm in each leg. So, and then you want to clean your brush. You also want to avoid varicose veins or broken skin areas because those are really delicate. And then you want to clean your brush at least once a week with, guess what? On Guard Foaming Hand Soap. There you go. I keep mine hanging right on my shower, so it's easy to remember, and you could have your roller bottle right there. So some oils to use would be, to decrease water retention, would be juniper berry, geranium, and fennel. To tone the skin would be grapefruit, rosemary, cypress, and the Slim and Sassy blend. For natural energy would be black pepper, cedarwood, Slim and Sassy. And for calming and stress reducing, balance, lavender, peace, wild orange, patchouli. And lastly, for detox support would be the Zendocrine blend, lemon, or melaleuca. Now, if you're going to use a citrus, you want to avoid sun exposure if it's in an area that's exposed to the sun for 12 to 24 hours after using it, the dry brushing. And couple tips: be gentle, don't push hard, clean your brush at least once a week, make sure you dilute your oils, and then relax and enjoy. And guess what? Emily Wright, she loves to use Slim and Sassy on hers. You would use it before you shower and then shower afterwards. And I got this from the doTERRA website. It's got a little more detail in it. So if you want a list of all the oils, and I got to look for that link. So I'll post that later on.
Thanks, Jerry. You rock. Okay, Sonia.
Okay, I get to talk about perfumes tonight. So it's like perfumes, just the all natural version, okay? So I listened to a podcast by Sarah Jansen. It's a doTERRA podcast. Like, if you guys don't know about the doTERRA podcast, check them out. Like, you can get to them just through the website, just search it, and you can just listen to the podcast straight from there. You can download them through your app store, anything like that. But she has a lot of good things to say, and I'll get to some of her fun recipes near the end. But essential oils have actually been used as perfume since 2000 BC. And if you had them on back at those times, you'd be known as someone of great importance, like a king or a queen or those in the know. But then synthetic fragrances came along to mimic the smell of those natural plants, probably for like cost purposes or the ease of getting them into a perfume bottle. And then chemists started making them in a lab, and it started to like confuse our bodies as we started to wear them. Now there's side effects all over the place, right, of the fragrances added to so many things. Like, you walk down all these aisles at the stores, right, and they just have all these crazy smells. So it's causing a ton of health concerns, and there's no reason these days that we can like stop, like, that we don't ever need to use a synthetic fragrance again, right? We can just go to all natural. In the typical perfume these days, there's 12 to 15 ingredients that they don't even need to tell you are in there. And a lot of it they're saying is like trade secret purposes, but just think about that. Like, you don't even know what you're putting on your body. So some simple ones that doTERRA has pre-made for us that we could use would be like rose, right in the roller, magnolia, some of the floral oils. Whisper is an awesome one. Whisper is hormone balancing as well. And right now it comes in a 5 milliliter, but Amy posted the other day that December 1st, it's coming out as a roller. So it's going to be ready to go. Like, keep it in your purse as a perfume. Balance is great. There's so many good ones. When making a homemade perfume, there's 3 things to think about: your base, mid, and top notes. So I just want to touch on those quick. And I've done it before in Fierce Oilers, talking about my laundry dryer balls. But so your base note is a fixative. It takes the chemical components of all the other oils and it grabs them and it holds on to them. It's what really makes your scent. So 15 to 20% of your blend will be those base notes. And some of those are going to last for 24 hours. So you do really want to love them. So that would be like a patchouli, a sandalwood, a rose, vetiver, cedarwood, frankincense, okay? A mid note is really the experience of the oil. So make sure you also really love your mid note. So that's going to be the heart of your scent. Like 50 to 80% is going to be made up of your mid note. And you could have more than one mid note because it's going to be a lot of drops for that mid note. That'd be like a black pepper, cardamom, fennel, Douglas fir, geranium, rosemary, Siberian fir. And then you have your top notes. And so you're going to top it off with that one. And this is going to be your smell initially, right when you put it on. And it's going to be your first impression oil. But eventually, because they're usually like the citruses or something like eucalyptus, grapefruit, lemon, lemongrass, lime, peppermint, spearmint, tangerine, they're going to flash off pretty quickly. And so then your mid note is going to shine through. And so that's why you really want to love that mid note. And then the base is going to really stick it all together and stay strong for like a full day, okay? One of Sarah Jansen's favorites, she's a patchouli girl, just like me. I love patchouli. But one of her favorites is the Fairy Blend, okay? And this would be 10 each of ylang ylang, fennel, and spearmint. See, I made that one tonight, right here. It's very different. So any of you who have that fennel lying around from a couple months ago that we got free, use it in this, like super good. Like that ylang ylang just has a super nice floral smell at the end of it. Really nice. Jasmine and frankincense together. Passion and whisper together. Some of the floral oils with frankincense and patchouli are incredibly grounding. Another one she absolutely loves is sandalwood, citrus bliss, and whisper. I have not tried that one. A little quick trick though, if you are using some of these, because some of those, what were they, the base notes I talked about, if you think about some of those patchouli, sandalwood, vetiver, those are like thick oils, right? And they have a really hard time coming out of the bottle. So make sure to get like dropper tops. Save yourself half a day when like taking 10 drops out of the bottle, okay? They can be pretty, they can just be plain ones, it doesn't matter. And then, I'm almost done. One other one, another recipe she gave that I whipped up as well was called Tree Happy. And so put a little fractionated coconut oil in at the bottom and do that every time so that your oils aren't flashing off right when they get in there. Put a little fractionated coconut oil, and then your base notes are 3 patchouli, 4 sandalwood, and 2 frankincense. Your mid notes are 10 cypress and 5 Siberian fir. And then your top note would be clary sage, so 5 drops of that. This is actually a really good one for the man in your life. Just use a little less clary sage, I think, after experimenting with it. I would just do 1 or 2 drops, but otherwise super good. And I will put the link in for the podcast and you can listen to what else she has to say. She's full of amazingness. So have fun experimenting and make sure to label your bottles.
Those are amazing. Thank you, Sonia. I'm inspired. Okay, Laura J., you're up next.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to talk to you about gingerbread bath bombs, or tell you about my experience of making them. So I've never made bath bombs, so it was fun. They smell delicious. Like, I want to eat them. And no, you probably don't want to. But okay. So I'll put the recipe in the chat box, but baking soda, Epsom salt, citric acid, which I had to ask my neighbor for, nutmeg, allspice, which I didn't put those in it because I didn't have it. I only used ginger and cinnamon, and it smells really good even without those spices. I did put cinnamon in them. Fractionated coconut oil, vanilla extract, and then molasses. And I didn't have molasses. I don't know. Amy's probably the only one who keeps molasses stocked or something. I don't know. So I used syrup. I looked up how to replace molasses, and I used syrup, honey, and brown sugar to make molasses, to make it sticky. So I made 3, and they're kind of like, I don't know, if you guys win the giveaway, I'm sorry. But they're like flattening out. So anyways, I left a few in the bowl to just, I think leaving them in a bowl for a while, they harden, and then they're easier to form, and they actually feel a little bit different, and they're a lot easier than the ones that I made first. So I think if you are to make them, I would recommend leaving them, like all the ingredients in the bowl, let it harden for an hour, and then make your bath bombs. They're a lot better. And then it says to leave them for 24 hours. And I'm going to put them in the fridge, and hopefully they'll harden and not stick too much. But ginger and cinnamon, or I would like any oils that you love smelling, just not deep blue or peppermint. I would not put those in your bath bomb. And have fun. They smell really good. And I'm going to use one tonight and relax in my bath.
You're amazing. You always get the award for doing things like that, like on the, you're just the best. I think it's amazing. Okay, I'm up next. This is very exciting. I just realized I'm up next. I am talking about the holiday products. Okay, I am not going to like beat a dead horse on this because, well, I'll tell you why in a minute, but this is very important. We're sharing my screen. We're going all in here. Bottom line is this. I don't do gifts. I don't buy them for myself. I don't buy them for other people. Not a love language, not how I roll. This gets me every year. Gary and I always pick out a couple things, and we love what doTERRA offers. Okay, so I'm just gonna highlight, like, treat yourself, okay? Maybe you're not a Grinch like me. I don't know, it's not that I'm not a Grinch. I just don't do this. So a lot of people have been asking me about the Breve diffuser because they're so obsessed about theirs from the flash sale, and they're like, what do I do now because like I can't get it or whatever. This diffuser with the holiday piece looks a lot like what a Breve diffuser would be. Do not miss a holiday joy and a holiday piece. Do not miss it. They're so good. Ancient oils, the passive diffuser. Okay, maybe you don't like cooking, but those cuisine blends, like, let's at least give yourself some like fresh insight into like new recipes and having fun, right? Like, mix it up. Adaptogenic hot cocoa, honestly, still trying to understand it, but it just sounds cool. Can we be honest? Like, I need to drink some. Okay, cool. No, I think Laura Whipperman's going to tell us more about that in Fierce Oilers. Lemon lime drops. I told Gary that these were happening, and he almost passed out because like 4 years ago at convention, he got to try one out of a gumball machine, and he has not stopped talking about them. And here they are. All right. I think this page is good to touch on because, look, a personal aroma with a diffusing scarf that's all about healing hands, and is really meaningful, like, backstory to it. Tinted lip gloss, another personal aroma. This, my friends, if you are going to get yourself or the people you love nothing else, the Serenity Mist, an adaptive mist, and an adaptive bath oil. It just really doesn't get any better than that. Okay, and then we'll talk about some of these. Lindsay's going to talk about some of those Healing Hands products with us too. I just want to put a bug in your ear on those. They're going live November 2nd. We're talking about them every day for the next 10 days in Fierce Oilers and doing giveaways. So hop on over there and check it out and pay attention. But I would not miss the fun. I'm still drinking my holiday treats. The On Guard cinnamon bark, that's long gone. All right, so make sure you check those out and treat yourself. It's a little self-care there. Okay, Jordan is going to share with us next. Jordan is a skin care guru, and she's going to share with us some tips for taking care of your skin.
Okay, so I'm super basic with my oils, and I told Amy this. I was like, I'm really basic and I need rollers because I'm not the best DIY girl. Amy knows that. I love my rollers. It's one of the reasons why I came to doTERRA because of all the rollers. But the thing with skincare is we're all aging, right? It's more so the key is to gracefully age. And so obviously the number one thing is to wash your face. Emily, are you on here? Wash your face. And, you know, the keys that I like to think of my skincare every night is cleanse, prep, treat, and protect. And I'm going to talk about the treat step and what that means. So at night when you are sleeping, your skin is in restore mode, and it is, during the day, it's in protect mode. Nighttime, it's in restore mode. So your treat step is super important. Tea tree is what I love for acne. I just use my rollers and I zip it on any blemishes that I might have. Frankincense is another great one. And you will be doing these before your moisturizer of whatever you use. The treat step you put on before your moisturizer. So I would do frankincense on my skin. I love to use, I asked Amy if this was okay, but I love to use Immortelle on my neck. I have this like irrational fear about my neck sagging. And so I use Immortelle on my neck. And then, you know, there are other ones. Amy has touched on Yaropalm. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm getting there. And if you your moisturizer, I do that sometimes too. But at night, you're restoring, you're recovering from the day. So don't forget those steps.
Thank you. You're amazing. Right. Okay, Laura Whip, you're up next.
Okay, I kept myself hidden for a few minutes. I am talking to you about a really cool face mask. Shut up, Emily. I put it on a couple minutes ago, but some people talked longer than I thought they would, so things might start falling off my face. Just ignore it. Just pay no attention. But this is a turmeric facial mask, and I didn't know it existed until Amy put it on the sheet for us to talk about. And so one of the cool things is somebody's going to win a bottle of turmeric tonight. And you might ask, is it good for your skin? We all know that turmeric is really good as an anti-inflammatory. And what's the other A word? Somebody help me.
Antifungal?
No.
Analgesic.
Antioxidant.
Sue. Anyway, it supports also, turmeric supports clean, healthy looking skin. It also reduces the appearance of blemishes. It's a great option for your skin care if you use it regularly. So it can help promote clear, smooth, and radiant looking skin. So one of the ways to use turmeric on your skin is to make yourself a little face mask. And this stuff literally smells so good, I want to eat it. So this is what it looks like. It's a paste. It's very pasty and thick. And it has, I put oatmeal into it because that's a good exfoliant. You can use a couple tablespoons of any kind of flour you want. But a lot of us are going gluten-free. And so using an almond flour, coconut flour, some other kind of flour in place of wheat flour would be good. And then you add some yogurt, some plain yogurt, a couple of drips of honey, and that makes it a little sticky so it stays on your face. And then 5 or 6 drops of turmeric. And then you just keep it on till it dries. I tried it this weekend with this way, but then I also tried it with mashed up avocado instead of yogurt. And I loved that too. And your face feels so good after you wipe it off. So you leave it dry for about 20 minutes and then you wipe it off. And that's turmeric facial mask.
Laura Witt, you're amazing. Absolutely, hands down. Okay, Leah, we need some beverage help. Help us out.
Okay, hi. We are going to be, I'm going to be making a cocktail tonight. I'm going to make a oily old-fashioned sweet. So I'm going to start with a orange wedge and a maraschino cherry and add a sugar cube and some bitters. You muddle all that together. You just kind of squish it all up in the bottom of the glass with a spoon or a back of a wooden spoon if you don't have a muddler. And then I'm going to add 1 drop of doTERRA wild orange oil. I got 2. And then I have a shot of Corbel brandy I'm going to put in it. You also could make an old fashioned with a bourbon whiskey or a whiskey or Southern Comfort. You want to break up the sugar cube and combine it with the fruit that's in there and the oil that's in there. And then I'm going to add some ice to that. Oh, I just way over. And then some soda on the top. It's good for you, yeah. And then when you make an old fashioned, you can add a sweet soda like 7-Up or a sour soda like Sprite, or you could do a press and use like a club soda that wouldn't be as sweet or have as many calories. So that's my oily old fashioned. And then a couple other drinks, a couple other cocktails that I've made using essential oils. You can make a skinny margarita. I take a shot of tequila, a shot of triple sec, a drop of lime oil, and then I top that off with sparkling water. You could put a little sweetener in there if you wanted, but That's really good over ice, or you could whip it in your blender with crushed ice. And then another one that I've started making also is a really easy sangria. You just take a red wine, I usually use red or white wine, and then you could add a drop of lime oil, orange oil, lemon or grapefruit, and then you serve that over ice. You could add sparkling water with that too if you wanted, and just top it with an orange wedge, and you've got a really easy sangria.
We all want those.
So
right
cheers to all you ladies.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, Susan, you're up next.
Laura Whip, you are so right. They took so long. I'm like half done with the bottle or so. Anyway, hi. Amy always says everybody's an expert. It won't be me today. It'll just be I'm a goof. But I am here in all of my glory to show you a little thing to just love yourself, right? So like a mini spa. And I love the fact that Emily was talking about the mud mask. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm still waiting. I'm still a little behind on the upside for my armpits and all that good stuff. And I can't find my dry brush either, quite honestly. I'm just like yours. So it might be because of this. I'm not sure. And so anyway, so what I was looking at was just trying to figure out what to do 5 minutes for yourself. I don't have much time in the day. I still was working through COVID, so I was not really in hibernation. And I love this idea. I was talking to Melissa, and she said, get a big, beautiful bowl. And I was like, all right, I got one of those. And usually I just do this over my sink. I just have to tell you the truth. But if you want to pamper yourself, go ahead and get a big, beautiful bowl. And again, because you all were giving really good information, my hot water is kind of not so hot anymore. But what I would say to you is you can just take some hot water, either steam from the sink or like this, right? And just pour this in there. And I don't know if you can, it's probably not steaming much anymore. But there's a couple of things that you can do. So you can do this at night, or you can do this in the morning. Since Em doesn't have a whole lot to do at night, she could do this. I mean, you know, so one of the things that I would say is for balancing. So one of the things to balance, you can get a couple drops of Lang Lang, geranium, and I love my frankincense. Frankincense has become so wonderful for your skin, right? I mean, it's just so important. And so if you take a nice steaming hot bowl, which it really isn't, you take your towel and your head wrap, and you just kind of go over and breathe that in and let it smell so good. I have to tell you, you can't go wrong on this. I think that's why they gave it to me. Melissa, no. Okay, so I think that's why they gave it to me, because you can't go wrong. I have to tell you, because I'm a little bit nervous. Anybody who's on here that knows me knows I'm very shy. And so this is really anxiety provoking. So one of the things that I did was I grabbed my adaptive. I cannot be without my adaptive. But if I want to do a balancing, so I gave you the three for that. If you want to wake up in the morning, let's get you some citrus, okay? So a little bit of wild orange, a little bit of lemon. Maybe if you have some lemongrass, you choose. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Grapefruit is wonderful. And again, 10-second steamers, if you will. And all you have to do is just breathe it in. And it just helps you to open up so well. Hi, baby girl. And then the other thing, clarifying, you can do lavender and tea tree. Again, you can't mess this up. I love the examples everybody was giving of doing your little DIYs. I know that's not Melissa's gift, but she's a wonderful gift giver. And one of the things that she's helping me out with was, so I'm a nurse, and so I've worked for a long time, and to take care of your skin, right? Your skin is your primary defense throughout any of this. And so one of the things that I always did, and yes, I'm not bedside anymore. That's why I have these ridiculous claws. But used to be where I was always washing my hands 8,000 times. So I would take a little Melaleuca, and I made myself a little touch. Put about 10 drops in here, and then the rest fractionated coconut oil. And I just put it on my nail beds for nail growth, as well as in the winter, it's getting so dry. So I just kind of rub it on there. Hey, it makes me happy. Do with what makes you happy. This is like not bad for you. It's pretty easy, right? So those are just some of the things that I would say. And the one thing that I love, where did I put it? Oh, I think I already took it. Oh no, for my skin, I love my Yarrow Pom. This is so basic. I used to use so many different things, and I'm just telling you right now, 2 pumps on my face. Love it. Anyway, I think that's it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because I'm kind of, a little bit. Okay. See you later.
You're awesome, Susan. All right, Lindsay, take it away.
Great job, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to just talk a little bit about the Healing Hands Foundation and how that wraps into our Girls' Night Out. So if you go onto Google's website, because you all have accounts, you can actually find the digital version of this. But I didn't want to complicate things and do a screen share. But it's basically, they have the Aroma Touch technique, which the main one goes on your back, but they also have a hand version. So for all of you moms or people who don't have time to wash your face at night, or those kind of people, all you need to do is grab some oils, and they will walk you through like a simple hand massage. If you have little ones at home and you don't, and maybe you tag team the evening or something like that, you can, not that I've ever done this, but you can put oils on like a block or a wood toy and have the kids roll these toys up and down your back, and it's like a little diffuser. So if you have like car trains that are made out of wood, or car little toys, so that'll help. But I really like doing on a girls' night, it's like a hand massage. It's super simple. You can transition it very easily to like a foot massage. You can do it with your kids, with your spouse, with your significant other, and anyone can do this. There's literally 5 steps, and they show you the picture. They have an entire video if this is too overwhelming, and it will literally sit there and you just copy what the person on the video is doing. It's not rocket science. And the reason why you would do these with specifically the rose lotion, which is one of the Healing Hands products, would be, it helps. I thought this was very fitting for like a girls' night. It can help with low libido. It can help with depression or stress. It can help with all of your skin related wellness. It can help with emotional balance. The Hope oil, which is another Healing Hands oil, is great to do an aroma touch technique either on your hands or your back with as well, for being hopeful, courageous, self-acceptance, belief, healing, and rebirth. And then Amy mentioned very briefly about the holiday items that are coming up. And Together, which was a blend released a couple years ago at convention, is going to be one of the new doTERRA Healing Hands oils. And that oil, or that blend, I'm sorry, smells amazing. And that one is great for uplifting, brings inspiration to everyday tasks and challenges. It can motivate and personally empower you, and it brings friends together for a sense of unity, which I thought was a great thing for a girls' night. So it's a great one to use in the Aroma Touch technique. And I will be raffling off tonight. Amy will pick a winner, but a little mini Aroma Touch technique kit that you can take with you, along with samples of the Hope, the Together, and the Rose. So
super generous. Thank you, Lindsay. All right, everybody. I hope we all feel like we took you learned a new way that you can take care of yourself a little bit, okay? And we're gonna do raffles here in a minute. I have a couple things I wanna say. Again, thank you for being on the call. We love being able to offer education, right? We want you to be able to ask your questions and hang out with us and learn more. Okay, next month, Thriving Through the Holidays. Can I get an amen? Amen. The registration link just went in the chat box, okay? So that's in the chat box. We'll be doing that on November 16th. And I just want to say, don't forget about our Saturday morning continuing education series, right? Saturday mornings, 9:30 to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have free gifts for those who attend all 9 classes. The value of these classes, Zella agrees, is over $500, okay? It's good stuff. Don't miss one. And Toxic Free Living is up this Saturday. Laura Whipperman and Lindsay are leading us through that one, which is awesome. So I'm going to put the link so you can check out our CE classes in the chat box as well. Okay, Melissa, you should have capabilities to share your screen. And we're going to do this a little bit differently for the prizes. Okay, woo! We are going to start with the Slim and Sassy roller. Spin the wheel. I like your picture in the middle. It's a nice touch. Jesse Center, right? Is that right? Who's it on?
Amy, are you writing these down?
Jesse Center. I only saw one.
Wait, what?
Who is? It was
Plus,
Jesse.
It goes away. It goes away.
Okay,
So-
I got it, guys. It was Jesse Center. Okay, the balance, 5 mil balance.
Rachel Hagen.
Rachel Hagen, bath bombs.
Bad Bob's getting dizzy in the middle. Jamie W.
A mud mask. Jamie Workus, is that you?
Yes. Stacy Mashiba.
Yeah. All right, turmeric is up next.
Amy
Amy
Van.
Van Yeah. Melaleuca roller.
Eddie Katie.
Hey, the Lindsay package. That was an amazing keychain there.
Oh, Deb M.
Yeah, Serenity Bath Bar.
Lisa Hecker.
Lisa Hacker. And the original Bath Bar, my personal favorite.
Bad Bob is getting dizzy. Sue Walburn.
Awesome. Last one, Citrus Bliss Bath Bar.
And all those people clapping. Danielle.
Danielle Wilson. Amazing. All right, everybody. You have to
No,
message
just roll
me.
it again. You can give it to somebody else.
Oh,
Wait, what just happened?
okay, spinning again, folks. Stay
Okay.
tuned.
Oh, Rebecca.
Awesome. Okay, everybody, we're going to see you next month for Thriving Through the Holidays. Go into Fierce Oilers and start commenting for our giveaways on the holiday products, okay? Check those out. Zella, can you say bye?
And let us know your address. Please text either me or Amy or somehow get us your address so we don't have to look them all up.
Well, otherwise, I'm just not sending you your prize.
Thank you all for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.